Let's talk about it.
Joy, pain, life, and family.
Let's talk about it.
God, love, the church.
Let's talk about it.
Society, city, the country, the world.
Let's talk about it.
You, me, us, our kids.
Let's talk about it. Hey, it's good seeing you today on Let's Talk About It. Today, my special guest and I will be talking about child trafficking. Child trafficking. You do not want to miss this. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back, and let's talk about it.
Preeminence Contracting is a licensed contractor. Preeminence Contracting's policy is low fair pricing, first-class service, quality work performed with all work guaranteed. Preeminence Contracting is currently offering a roofing program with a $300 cash reward for each completed roof to your church or ministry, with an additional $300 to any completed roofing referral. You can contact Preeminence Contracting at 904-751-6088. 904-751-6088. Preeminence Contracting. Together we can build God's kingdom.
Hey, it's good seeing you. Welcome back to Let's Talk About It. I'm here with my friend, Jacquie. Hey, how you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Jacquie is from California, by the way of Jacksonville, Florida.
That's right.
What's going on with you, Jacquie?
Nothing much, just working.
Busy, huh?
Busy. Blessed and busy.
We know that due to the your parents' illness, along with your mother, how's she doing?
She's doing good, thanks.
That's good.
Thank
Tell
you
her
for
I say
asking.
hello.
I will. She asked about you.
Oh, did she?
Yes,
she did. They trying to break on the set.
Oh,
Bring it
no,
back
you
to-
don't want up here. You want to keep it G-rated.
Come on, Jacquie, what's up with you? Tell me about you.
Okay, well, actually, what I'm doing right now, I am actually working on child trafficking.
Okay, yeah, that's the main reason why she's here.
Yes.
We're going to discuss on child trafficking, but let's find out a little bit more about Jacquie.
Yeah, well, I have a lot of degrees, which they don't count, but...
But what are they? Come on.
I have a degree, a doctorate in education. I have in social service and human family services, business and so forth. But my passion has always been children. And even though I did other things, I've always gravitated back to children. So right now I've been blessed enough to strictly work with children.
Yes,
So-
I know you got a passion because I know when we talked a while back, you said that you are the voice of the children.
That's
You wanna be
right,
their
those who
voice, their
don't have a
mouthpiece.
voice. Yes,
Yes.
because they seem to be invisible to a lot of adults. You know, we scold them, we try to train them, discipline them, bring them up, but we don't allow them sometimes to be just individuals. And they're little people. And so it's been my discovery working with them is that they need to feel more valued and more acknowledged than just being strictly children. We've all been young, and so I think a lot of times as adults we forget about the growth.
Yes. Also in the house is Afro Man. I know it sounds crazy, don't it? But let's touch on that a little bit, and we're going to talk about it later in the segment.
Yes.
But who is Afro Man?
Well, Afro Man is an animated character. He has some protectors, which are his team. So it's Afro Man, the Protectors of a Book of Knowledge. What that is about for us is that we are teaching that being smart is cool.
Yes, I love
And then
that.
we have took the animated part, which I consider entertainment and education, and combined it to make learning fun for the children. And like we have an educational website as well. And from that spawn, what we're going to be talking about later on is the child trafficking and I Cry in the Dark, which is our animated movie bringing awareness to child trafficking.
Okay, and that's why I want to bring that up earlier, is that Africa Man is a tool.
Yes, it is.
It's a tool to empower and to equip our little ones.
Yes, and to inspire.
To inspire, that's good.
Yeah, because we want them to truly believe that they're capable of anything and everything. And we as adults need to learn sometimes just to plant the seed and nurture it and let them blossom. Let the dreams blossom.
Now, you work with, you have a partner you work with.
Yeah.
He's a well-known,
Yeah.
we're talking about Eddie Griffin, right?
Yeah. Well, we work with Eddie Griffin, but my partner is Coffee Johnson.
Coffee Johnson, that
yes,
is correct.
right.
Yes.
But Mr. Eddie Griffin has actually blessed us in playing the character of an Afro man. So we all are partners, so to speak, and he does give us shout-outs every once in a while on his Facebook page, which is awesome, and we appreciate you, Eddie. Thank you. But it is an awesome group. Everybody has the same passion.
Yes.
Eddie actually heard Coffee speaking on child trafficking.
Matter of fact, let's give Coffee a shout. Tell him
Shout
who is
out
Coffee.
Coffee
Yeah, how you doing,
Johnson.
Mr. Coffee? You all right?
He's the best in the world.
Yes.
He's actually started off doing comic books. He's one of the first black illustrators in comics. He started off doing comics, and then we moved in to bringing that animation into a learning process.
Yes.
So, which is really awesome. So, Coffee is the brains and I'm the beauty. No, just kidding. We're kind of tie there. But we really work well together. Him and his wife are just great people, and I'm blessed to have such a partner.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen. You know the reason why I bring up Mr. Coffee because he's not able to be with us this time.
Yes.
But we just want him to know that we are including him in a part of this conversation.
Absolutely.
And the partnership.
Yes.
And the I like to say the passion.
Yes, it is equally.
Yes.
If not more. He's really sacrificed a lot to make sure that this happens. And what a lot of people don't know is that it comes out of our pocket. It's not like we have. Sorry, get a little hot here. It's not like we have an organization that donates to us.
Okay. Okay, so now we just like to thank Mr. Coffee, Eddie Griffin, and also Jacquie. We have to take a quick break. We got to pay some bills around here, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with some staggering numbers.
Yes.
Dealing with child trafficking. So we'll be right back and let's talk about it.
Human trafficking is modern-day slavery. It's estimated that over 2 million children are exploited annually in the global sex trade. 98% of human trafficking victims are women and children. Out of all the children that are trafficked, 1 out of 3 is a man. Afro Man says, stop child trafficking!
Hey, welcome back to Let's Talk About it. I'm here with my guest, Jacquie. We're talking about child trafficking. I want to get started with some numbers.
Sure.
Give me some numbers. This is something serious and a problem that we are having right here in Jacksonville.
Oh, absolutely. And not only in Jacksonville, we're really around the United States. What a lot of people fail to realize is that it is a $32 billion business.
32.
So it's actually surpassing.
Billion?
Yes. It's
32 billion.
exceeding drug trade.
Jesus.
And what really got me involved with it, because we talk about numbers, is for approximately, or estimated, that 880,000 children are taken per day.
Jesus.
So out of that percentage, 33 to 43% are African American children. So I was like, a lot of times people think certain things do not happen to them. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to bring awareness that it is something that happens to everyone. No one's excluded. A pimp, and that's what I call him, a predator pimp, he can make $200,000 per day per child. We're talking about approximately, if we're going to go across the country, we're talking about like maybe 5 or 10 million children across the country.
Lord have mercy.
We're talking about slave. And when we talk about slavery and modern day slavery, we're talking about their sex slaves, their house servants. They've been taken to take their body parts. You know, organ parts are big money now. So if I can find a healthy 16 or 15-year-old and I can get that kidney or that liver, then I'm going to take her and get that kidney and that liver. Or I'm going to take him and get that kidney and liver. And I know a lot of times people only talk about girls, but it's a fad. Boys are being taken as well. They're being used as servants. They're also being used as sex slaves. They're also, it's so many things, they're servants. It's just so many things because we're on TV, I don't like to get too graphic because people get a little paranoid, so I don't want to get too graphic. But the things that are done is really horrific. I mean, the first step is that they actually drug them. And once they get them drugged, then they're able to manipulate and have them do what they want. A lot of times, a lot of things that are, fear is another factor. They're beaten into fear. They threaten their parents.
Yes.
It's just so much that goes on. And what I do is when I go out and speak, I talk about internet safety. You know, Facebook is the #1 spot for a predator. I got a Facebook page, so please, I'm not telling you not to use your Facebook page. What I'm telling you is be safe and be smart on the Facebook page.
Amen.
What I do is I see a lot of teenage girls, they got, poses, they blowing kisses and they got their rear ends out and
makeup
all
on,
these sexual
yes.
things. But what you understand is that your profile is used to be to profile you. And even as adult women. Just last week I was speaking and then one of the young ladies was telling me that she understood what I meant about Facebook page because she was approached by some girls and they said, we don't know you, but we see you on Facebook. Can I take your picture?
My God.
So, I mean, that could have been innocent, but that also could have been someone that's out to hurt her or could have been causing harm. So what I do is I try to reiterate about not giving out personal information on Facebook. Be careful who you're friending. There was a gentleman that his daughter was talking to a 32-year-old sex predator on Facebook. His Facebook page was a 9-year-old boy. So she thought she was chatting with a friend. It just so happened her father, the conversation was not appropriate for the age, and the father got in the conversation and realized it was a sex predator, and he got arrested. And that was here in Jacksonville. Oakley just did a big bust of, they recovered 5 children this week. So when we think about it doesn't happen in my neighborhood, there's no neighborhood, there's no child, there is nobody that's excluded from this danger.
They bold enough to come to.
Yes.
They bold enough to come to the child.
They'll come to the house and pick them up. We wrote a book, a friend of mine wrote a book and talked about her daughter. The gentleman told her, well, I'll just meet you outside your house. You don't have to leave your house, and pulled her in the car. So they have so much trickery. They offer gifts. They're good at giving gifts. And what I always tell the young girls, a 25-year-old man has no business having a girlfriend that's 15.
Amen. Amen, somebody. Okay, clap. Amen. Amen, somebody.
And a lot of times young ladies are so caught up, and we were discussing this earlier as well, on the outside of their physical being, but not healthy in their spiritual and emotional being. And so when they are not healthy in their spiritual and emotional being, somebody calling you cute and fine and all those things, they really have no value until you understand what they're worth, are tools used to gravitate to pull young people out, and especially young girls. They start from girls, and this is what makes me very, bothers my heart a lot, because for girls, they start from 5 to 18. It used to be 12, but the new numbers say they're getting them younger because some of the girls are getting so smart, they're getting them younger, so it's easier to manipulate.
Manipulate them.
And last week, just speaking about, missing women, like last week there were 5 young ladies, and what disturbs me about that is that now these young ladies were found dead. And it just seems to be a fad, like they take them, use them, and kill them. If they can't move them, and that bothers me a lot too, because we're losing our youth.
Yes.
And this is why it's a major cause for me, because we're losing our youth, and there's so many other things that the youth people can do, to make, just use their time more wisely. I know, like, Facebook is cool, and Twitter and Instagram, but what you put out there has a reaction.
Yes.
And for every action, there's a reaction. And when you're putting out certain things that are not maybe cool, but they're not safe.
Yes. Yeah, I want to say this. I want to add this to it. We here at JBV Ministry, Let's Talk About It, TV and radio, the platform that we are here, we are partnered up with Mr. Coffee, Eddie Griffin, and Jacquie. For the next 6 months, Jacquie is sending me some information on missing children. Mm-hmm. And my friend, my partner, Brother Will, my wife, and my staff and team, you will start seeing some pictures just popping up. Have you seen me?
Yes.
So we're going to start showing some pictures, some information about some of these missing our babies.
Yes, what I call them too, babies. Babies.
Everyone that know me, man, I have a heart and compassion for children. Too. I love kids. Oh my, I love the babies.
Me too.
And so when we start talking, I know it took us a while to connect, but now we connected.
Yes, we are.
And Miss Jacquie gonna start sending me some these little ones, our little adults, our little baby, our futures.
Yes.
And we're gonna start displaying them on my set.
Absolutely.
But let me ask you this, Jacquie. If they want to know information about child trafficking, where can they go on the internet to get more information, or give them your information where they can go and find more information about child trafficking?
Sure. Well, before I give out the information, I just want to be careful because we were discussing this earlier. Everyone that said they're a child trafficking nonprofit.
Oh, that's good. We talked about that. Yes. Go ahead.
Yes. Make sure that's actually what they are.
Right.
Because I personally have ran across a few that are actually traffickers and not really a nonprofit. And what they do is they get people in that are cautious and they take the women. And so I just want you to be careful. The ones that I know that are out there is like the National Missing and Exploited Children. That's a real site. That's been in business.
That's a good site.
Yes.
Yeah, you can call it Better Business Bureau.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Then we have they have Missing in Black. That's another one. But they even though that the title says Missing in Black, they share all children.
MissingInBlack.com.
Yes.
Okay.
And also on Facebook, on our Afro-Man Protectors of the Book of Knowledge page, I'm always posting tips, posting missing kids, posting information, posting people getting caught, posting people that we should be looking out for. I'm on it. So if you go to go to Afro-Man and the Protectors of the Book of Knowledge Facebook page, I get everybody's stuff and put it in one spot, because what happens is a lot of people are so preoccupied with life, they don't have time to go to all these different sites. So I pull it all in on one page, and I'm always keeping that information updated. I'm sharing children. And it would be a great idea I'm not trying to tell what to do though, but if you're on Facebook, sometimes when they have those children, share them. Yes. It takes one share. That's all I do, click. I mean, we share Beyonce and all these other ones, if we could just share one baby. Yes. I would be greatly appreciated. Because it is so many children that it's overwhelming. You can't get them all shared. Yeah. And it's a lot of people out there. Another thing is that there's a lot of older people now with dementia coming up missing. Right. So, if we can do that and just with different ailments, it'll just be really an awesome thing to do. Hey, man, come in, Brother Will. I want to bring my partner up on the set real quick. Come on up, man. I know I'm putting him on the spot. But I want him to come up because this thing is really dear to me. And me and him have a compassion for this, and I want you all, our viewers, to hear from him and myself. Come around. From me and my partner, we are sold out. We are sold out. I'm so glad. We are sold out, and my man love kids himself. This is my partner, Brother Will. Come sit down, man. Look, he's not shy, y'all.
No,
This is my brother from. Come here, man. Give us a love, man. This is my brother from another mother. we
on the spot now. Come on, man.
I love this man, and we sold out for this album.
That is correct. We're going to try to push this as much as we can on the few months to come, and probably the whole year. I mean, we are out to help you out.
Yeah, I appreciate it because a lot of people shy away from it. I don't know if it's they don't believe it can happen to them, or they just. I would hate to really think people just don't care. Right. Because that would even break my heart even more. You know, because if our future, is incarcerated or, just missing. I mean, really, what do we have? As older adults, what do we have left?
Amen.
I will say also, I mean, people in the, here in the United States, I mean, they don't see that as a big problem.
Yes.
But I mean, I can, if I can share this with you guys, I mean, it was a movie back then, about a year or two, with Denzel Washington, and they took that little girl. I mean, and you see the things on the movies, but this is in Latin America, perhaps in South America.
Absolutely.
But things happen in here too.
Absolutely.
Right.
Not to that scale, maybe, but I mean.
Oh no,
we don't
United
know.
States is #1 now.
Yes.
Really?
Yes, and we
Yes.
make $32 billion off of babies' backs.
Yes, and when you were showing me.
So that's how I feel about it. I feel like, for as adults, there's signs, and I'll come back maybe and talk about some more signs and being safety, because I don't want to use up my time on that. But if
Okay, well, let's say that then.
Yeah.
Okay, we have to take a quick break. And when we come back, we'll dive into that. So hold that thought.
Yeah.
We'll be right back and let's talk about it.
Crank it up, let's go, crank it up. Let's go, crank it up. Let's go. We say yes when the world say no. Crank it up, let's go, crank it up. Let's go, crank it up. Let's go. We say yes when the world say no. I follow Jesus, not a crowd. Pleasing him makes me proud. I don't have a temporary fix, and I don't care to be in any cliques. Growing stronger each and every day. Rather than Jesus, I won't stray. My only desire is to do his will. God's plan for me, I will fulfill. I'm a soldier in the army of the Lord. His word is my strength and my sword. I stand firm on God's holy word. I crank it up for Jesus if you hadn't heard. Crank it up. Let's go, crank it up. Let's go, crank it up. Let's go. We say yes when the world say no. Crank it up. Let's go, crank it up. Let's go, crank it up. Let's go. We say yes when the world say no. Violence and drugs are on the rise. The world's on a pursuit of telling lies. All the crimes, no coincidence, and none of it makes any sense. Lyrics in the music is a direct link. Its impact is greater than you think. Your words carry a great deal of power, so let them be sweet and not sour. You can speak life or even death. Your words can take even your last breath. Come on, speak blessings instead of curses. Sing positive instead of negative verses. Crank it up. Let's go, crank it up. Let's go, crank it up. Let's go. We say yes when the world say no. Crank it up. Let's go, crank it up. Let's go, crank it up. Let's go. We say yes when the world say no. The world's on a more decline. It chooses to ignore every warning sign. Just as a pig wallows in the mud, the world wallows just like before the flood. Flaws are even in our justice system. There's so many, I can't even list them. Punishment doesn't always fit the crime, and vicious criminals don't always do the time. God is looking for people who will pray and commit to him all the way. I don't do things half-hearted. I finish everything I get started. Crank it up. Let's go, crank it up. Let's go, crank it up. Let's go. We say yes when the world say no. Crank it up. Let's go, crank it up. Let's go, crank it up. Let's go. We say yes when the world say no. Crank it up. You crank it up. We crank it up. Let's crank it up.
Hey, welcome back. I'm here with Jacquie. We're talking about child trafficking. I know we went over in the last segment, but we want to touch on a few things. But I want you to finish that thought.
Yeah, back on the thought that it was brought up about, he mentioned about United States. What we really failed to realize is that United States is one of the top 3 countries in child trafficking. We were actually, and some research show we're #1, some research show we're #3. In my book, either one of those is just too much.
Right, amen.
And so when you think it doesn't happen in the United States, it does. And as I mentioned earlier, we're making $32 billion off of babies' backs. And I always say, think about it as one of your relatives.
Okay. Now, Jackie, let's talk about Afro Man.
Sure. Real quick.
Real quick. Who is Afro Man? I know we touched on it at the beginning of the segment.
Okay, really quick. Afro Man is the protector of Book of Knowledge, and what he represents is being smart, is being cool, learning, positive self-esteem, positive self-awareness for children. So that's basically, in a short term, what he's about. He's a superhero of knowledge.
Yes. As an advocate of children and child trafficking, how can we, the viewers, get more information about child trafficking? Also, give us your information if they want to get a hold of you to invite them out to be a guest speaker.
Sure. Actually, you can reach me. I want my name so long, so let me do it like this. You can inbox me at Afroman and the Protectors of the Book of Knowledge on Facebook, because I'm always on there working.
Okay, how do they friend you on Facebook?
Just like the page, and you're able to talk to me. And
is it Jacquie Allen?
Is my name is spelled Jacquie, last name Allen, Allen. You can find me that way. My email is really funny, so it's my name, but it's Miss Jacquie, so it's MSJACQUIES@hotmail.com. That's my business one.
Do you have a number you'd like to give? No, not at this time?
Nah.
Okay, we'll hold off on that.
Yeah.
If you want to reach you, if you can't reach it through Facebook, they can get a hold of me.
Yes,
and
absolutely. Because we're going to be partners for a while.
Yes. And we just need to pray for our babies.
Yes, absolutely.
And just give me a hand. And we're just asking God to just cover our children, cover our baby, thinking the hedge of protection around them. God, let your blood cover our children, protect them from every demonic force, all principality, all evil, God. Charge your heavenly angels to camp around about them. And just pray for them on a daily basis. And matter of fact, if you don't have a relationship with Jesus Christ, ask God to forgive you for your sin and come into your heart, and He will save you. Then ask Him to seek you. You don't have to do any church hopping. You don't have to go all around the city and around the world. If you pray and ask God to send you to a Bible-based Bible teaching of the gospel of the word, He will do that. So I just want to say thank you, Jacquie.
Thank you for the prayer. Yes, I love it.
And we ask God to cover this ministry. We ask God to not only to cover this ministry, let's talk about it, JVB ministry, but cover Jacquie, cover Mr. Coffey and Mr. Griffin for what they are doing. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sorry we're out of time. I see you next week. And remember, love is a love until you give it away.
Absolutely.
I see you next week. God bless you.
Preeminence Contracting is a licensed contractor. Preeminence Contracting's policy is low fare pricing, first class service, quality work performed with all work guaranteed. Preeminence Contracting is currently offering a roofing program with a $300 cash reward for each completed roof to your church or ministry, with an additional $300 to any completed roofing referral. You can contact Preeminence Contracting at 904-751-6088. 904-751-6088. Preeminence Contracting. Together we can build God's kingdom.